Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am your host, Chantel Sierra Shakim, coming to you again for our daily read, y'all. I don't even know what I was going to say. I got distracted because I don't have my crown on. Okay? So let me grab her, putting on the crown, taking the queen's throne right now. I am so happy that I get to show up and show out in this space of the battle is not yours. That is the energy and the words that I heard as I was beginning to prepare for this live. The battle is not yours. And oftentimes we find ourselves in these battles, right? We find ourselves battling this or battling that or fighting the good fight for whatever we think is right. But ultimately, the battle is not ours. The card out is again love, the lovers, okay? And it was followed by the Queen of Wands. So those are our channeled energies for this reading. The lovers and the Queen of Wands. How are you beginning to create your life of love? Loving on yourself. When you are in a space of love, do you have to fight? All my life I had to fight, but not anymore. Okay? So this is what we're tapping in. The battle is not ours. We are surrendering to love and lighting this world on fire by truly showing up in our own heart's desire. Okay, that is the Queen of Wands. It is definitely my heart's desire to tap. Oh, goodness. Okay. To tap into my intuition, as above, so below, so that energy flows. And Ace of Wands shows up as the first card out. As you know, I am your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide. I come in here every day to tap into universal energy and just see what spirit has to say as I interpret it through my own intuition, the way that I am showing up, and the energy that is channeling and being channeled through me to deliver a message to the world so that we all can see and hopefully find some confirmation in the reading. Okay, we have one. I think that's it. Let's see. They all turned over upside down, so I'm just gonna turn them over as I spread them out. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, no need to figure it out. We give thanks for this energy as these ones are turned over, but we will start with the Ace of Wands as it popped out first, tapping into your own knowing, tapping into your fire, tapping into your intuition, tapping into your love to begin to set the world on fire. Okay? Setting the world on fire by not fighting, but flowing, but loving, growing. So we're going to tap into the first two cards that came out and just tap into the energy of what the Six of Wands, which is a major arcana card, what it symbolizes in this, the battle is not yours, and then followed by the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the lovers is number 6 of the major arcana, and it says, my heart is open to deeply meaningful relationships, and I give thanks, and I expand into this union with loving trust. If you are in a position to be supported by those that you love, is there a need to fight? If you are surrounding your experiences and your partnerships with love, what is it that you have to fight, right? It's like moving beyond the fight, moving back into our heart space and doing the things, in fact, that light us up. Understanding that when you have a wand, there's no need to fight. You create your reality. It's all in the palm of your hand. And in that palm of our hand, it's also in this intuition. It's also in the thoughts that you think, the action that you put behind the thoughts, being able to regulate yourself in a way that brings forth those peaceful experiences. Okay, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for tapping in. We are going into the tarot, tapping into the universal energy of today, talking about you don't have to fight. The battle is not yours. It is up to us to begin to love on ourselves, love on our experiences, and begin to create those things that serve us as we show up as the Queen of Wands. It says, I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passion. In some sense, as I'm listening now, it says sometimes you want to fight for what you're passionate about, right? Some people say that I'm passionate about this, so therefore I'm going to fight for it. But if you are truly passionate about something, it should come with ease and flow. And you don't have to force or fight anyone else for what you already know, It's your passion. It's your way of inciting love into your equation, okay? As we follow up, we're going to go into these 7 cards, and then I'll read from the book. So, as I've shown this for the 3rd time, ignite your passion in your 3rd eye, in your visions, in your hopes, in your goals, in your beliefs. Don't fight for it. Just flow in it, okay? And when you do, you will find that place of balance and justice and harmony. It's like you can fight the good fight, but what does that look like? Is it a struggle, or is it a flow? Okay? You have to release it and then let it go. Okay? As we come into this illusion, are you able to see your fears as the illusions that they are? Are you able to see yourself clearly? Are you able to really begin to know that this is an illusion? She doesn't have to fight that. What you think is holding you back is not what's holding you back. It's about taking time to really see yourself clearly. And when you see yourself clearly, you have to begin to do your work. You have to work on you, in loving you, in seeing that you can make your own dreams come true. And it doesn't have to be a force. It doesn't have to be a fight. And it most certainly is not a battle. It is a place of ease, of flow, and about speaking about what it is that you know, putting attention towards the direction that you want to go. And when you do, you will find this place of clarity, of wisdom, of peace, of serenity. You will be able to pull on the intellect of your own beingness, of the highest self of you, when you are truly tapped in to being the lover for you. Okay? And this, again, comes up as this is the divine partnership. Your mind, body, and soul in alignment. This is 2 of Cups energy. It's all about relationship, right? So as you are connecting in relationships, are you finding yourself in relationships that you have to fight or that seem to be a battle? It may be time to release those relationships and begin to fill your cup up, utilizing your own wisdom, knowledge, intellect, and divine love. And again, this is where we always end, taking the stage or taking your position as the leader of your game and really being the main character. When you are the main character, everything works for you. You don't have to fight. Everything is working for you. So you can sit back and let it go and let it flow and know that everything you need will be provided as you see it, okay? As you believe it, as you incite passion into it, as you don't settle for less. And if you are finding yourself in these battles, it's not for you. It's not for you. Because what is for you is for you. And yes, it may be a challenge. It may be you may have to go through trials, but you don't have to fight. You have to surrender, really, and know what's right for you. And fighting, it serves nothing. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. So the battle is a place of, distraction. When you begin to fight and move in that energy of, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta make you believe it, that means that it's not for you, nor is it for the person you're fighting. So let it go, let it go, let it go, and flow. Okay? So we're going to tap into the book, starting from the bottom to the top. Even as I am in my camouflage, y'all, I'm fighting. I'm flowing, right? I'm flowing, but I'm camouflaged. So how I show up to fight don't look like how everybody else is fighting, because I'm bringing it up to the highest vibration, and only those things that are serving me will show up there. So I know that for sure, and I don't have to fight. I just flow. I take the stage as the emperor of the show, right? The emperor is a major arcana card as well. And it says, I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. You know, sometimes we got to just let them have it. Let them have it. You know, it's like, okay, it's you. It's yours. Whatever you say, yes. But I also know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I go about my business and doing it. And I let them. So in order to be in a battle, it has to be a conflict. It has to be this bumping of heads. It has to be opposition. But in this new world, in this new way of showing up, there's no opposition. Everyone is playing the game to win. And everyone is playing their position. Okay? I got to turn this fan on. Because, yeah, you know, I'm playing to win. So it says again, we're going to say this again. I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. So are you ready to give? Give thanks. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate your presence in the space as we are tapping into, you don't have to fight. It's not a fight, y'all. We don't have to fight for nothing. We flow in the abundance of our I am, taking leadership and knowing that we control the pieces of the puzzle. And when you fight, you only get distracted. Your energy gets depleted, and you are not able to move in the way that you are supposed to. Then that is when you become the pawn, okay? We ain't the pawn. We are the kings. We're the queens. We are the ones navigating the game. And we are coming into the partnership with those who want to play with us, those that want to support us, those that want to fill our cups as we fill theirs. This is the work that is needing to be expanded on in this now reality. How are you allowing others to support you as you support them, and you rise together in this accelerated harmony of peace, of love, of generosity? This is what we're aiming for, okay? So the Two of Cups says, I thrive in partnerships, and my heart leaps with joy when I connect. We are following the frequency of love, of joy, of harmony, and building empires that will sustain all of us, really. I thrive in partnerships, and my heart leaps with joy when I connect. So how are you connecting with those around you? Are you utilizing your gifts, your talents, your abilities to partner and not fight? It's not a battle, y'all. We're not in conflict. We are not in competition. There is more than enough for all of us to live our best life. But you have to take your rightful position. And then you have to begin to fill your cup as you fill others. You can't give what you don't have. So this is where this intellect comes in. Utilizing wisdom, utilizing intellect, utilizing peace to get what you want, because that is an option. It's always an option, and you get to choose it. So the King of Swords shows up here, and it says, I make intelligent and wise decisions about my future and about my energy. I'm not giving it to anybody. And when you are in that energy of fight or battling, you are depleted. Your cup is not full. When you are giving out of this energy of fight. We're flowing. We're flowing. We're getting in the deep waters. We're flowing. We're making intelligent decisions about our future. How will this affect me? How will this decision or this argument or this fight help me? Does it help? You know, as I said before, war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Harmony, balance, and finding those frequencies that support you, those partnerships that support you, and then you won't have to fight. You know, we're moving into this we're moving into this intellect of knowing that there is a place for us to flow, and we have to do the work. We have to see that we have the tools to make shifts happen. I make shifts happen. Okay, this is the Eight of Pentacles energy. I make shifts happen. That's what I just heard. And you shift the frequency by showing up in your full capacity, unapologetically, in ease, in flow, in knowing what you know, and loving on yourself no matter what, because love is the antidote, right? If you are in love, you can't be at war. Let me ring that in. If you are in love, you can't be at war. And I'm being called to say this is in relationships too, y'all. If you are finding yourself in relationships that constantly seem to be a war or a battle, it is time to readjust, realign, and let them go. And let yourself flow in a new direction. We sometimes find ourselves battling because we're trying to stay in completed cycles. And then we want to make it do something else, but you're staying in that cycle. And that cycle is not allowing you to work through your cycle and complete it. You know, I'm looking at this as the moons. Like, there's a season for everything. We go 13 moon cycles. And at the end of it, you should have grown. You should have learned something. You should have mastered something about yourself so that you know that, hey, this isn't in alignment and I get to choose something else. Okay? But oftentimes we find ourselves getting stuck because we don't want to move. We want to make somebody do something that we want them to do, when in fact, it's up to us to do something. It's up to us to make a decision. It's up to us to set a boundary. It's up to us to stand on our truth and begin to say, hey, this ain't working for me. And not fight, but just step back, zoom out, and let them win. But you win too, because now you don't have to battle, because the battle is not yours. Okay? Give thanks. So it says, with loving determination, I persevere and I become the woman or the person I long to be. With loving determination. That's a good way to fight. Being determined to live your best life, no matter who's gonna join you, okay? Because there are people who are ready to join you. There are people who are ready to join you. But if you're holding on and fighting and having battles to stay in positions that your work is moving you out of, you're limiting yourself and you're exhausting your energy in ways that you shouldn't. So it says, with loving determination, I persevere and I become the woman, or I keep saying woman, but person I long to be. Okay? This is by using that, making intelligent decisions about your future. If it's not aligning to that end card that we'll end with, if it's not aligning to the vision of your life, then it's not for you. That lesson in that is, find what that taught you, what that relationship taught you, what that job taught you, what that experience taught you, so that you can really begin to see yourself clearly. We get caught up in all of these cycles and loops and soul ties that keep us blinded from seeing the truth of who we are, because we're trying to force someone to see us differently, but we're not showing up differently. It's very important for us to show up in this space of love, in this space of creating our reality, allowing our light to shine, and knowing that if our light shines, it's not dimming someone else. It's allowing them to also shine bright. Okay? So this is what we want to do. We want to shine our light on the subject. We want to do and be and have everything that we are putting work to. It's not going to come easy. If there's any fight going on, it's to fight for your life to party. We gonna fight for our life to party. No, but to live our best life now. That is the fight. But it's not in a battle. It's not a battle against anyone else except for yourself. Your higher self, your lower self, your being, your now, right now self, seeing yourself clearly is very, very important. And knowing that once you can see it, you can be it, okay? If you see something different from your life, it may take work to do it, to get there, but it doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a battle. We have to learn to align to flow. Align to know that what is for us will be attracted to us. We will attract the people, the places, the things that support us in seeing our visions and dreams into reality. That's the energy that I'm on right now because the world needs to hear it. We constantly get distracted by the things around us, all the things going on that are wrong, or even the wars that are going on that are wrong, that are not serving a purpose. To some, they may believe it is. But is it serving you? Is it a battle you want to be involved in? If not, you let them do what they do. But you show up as the Queen of Wands, reigning and ruling on your throne, shining your light so that you can attract and illuminate the path for others. Getting out of this place of seeing yourself stuck, stagnant, confused, battling, trying to fight for your life, instead of seeing that you're okay, just the way you are. Show up just the way you are. Understand, when you are triggered, when you are, what is it? What's the word? It's another word for triggered, but when you are triggered and you feel like you want to react in a way that protects you, understand there's a lesson there for you. What is coming up? How did you feel? Why do you feel that way? And what is it that needs to change about you so that you can truly see yourself clearly? And this says, I am free to choose my healing and my light. I am free to choose my healing and my light. Okay? So this is what we're doing. We're getting out of those battles, right? The battle of the mind is a real thing too. That's where I work with women to regulate their nervous system, because we can truly begin to be at this space of seeing ourselves clearly, but the world around us is not supporting that. Our relationships are not supporting that. Our heart space is telling us one thing and our mind is telling us another. So how do we bring that into this place of justice, right? And justice for all, not just for you. Justice for all. This is where that harmony has to come in. You have to begin to see your reflection, first off, in everything, in everybody, in every situation. So it's like when you begin to battle, you're really battling yourself. So you can begin to say, hey, what is this here to teach me? And let me put some love on it, right? Let's put a little love on the subject, okay? So this is number 11 of the major arcana, which tells us that we can bring things into harmony by doing the things we know to do. It says, my good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be used as the most motivating teacher. My good karma can be used. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be used. It can be the most motivating teacher. So when you find yourself in those places of reaping what you sow, Is it the motivating teacher? Is it what you have planted? Are you receiving what you've given in this place of filling the cups of others, in this accelerated love frequency? Are you finding that place of grounding and focusing on the flow, on the good, on the game, and winning it, and also shining the light for others so that they can say, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it too. Our lives are the testimony. We are all a reflection of one another in one dimension or another. So when you see things that really irk you, it's because you seeing you. You seeing a part of you that you may not have yet been willing to face. Bring some justice to the place. Bring some love in the space and really begin to say, what is this here to teach me? And how good can it get? Because we can balance the scale. We can find that place of harmony, even in the midst of places where there's war, where you feel like you have to fight. Find that place of genuine oneness and then begin to see it the way your soul sees it. And that is in the place of oneness. This is where our intuition, our intellect, our Christ consciousness begins to show up. The consciousness of humanity is one. We are all playing out different pieces. As this shows up as the last card, and this one shows up as the first card, okay? We're bringing this into harmony. What you see is what you get, okay? So you have to take the leadership in what you know for sure. And you have to show up as the biggest person. You have to show up as, I got it all in my hand. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to make this a win-win? Because we all win. All we do is win. Win, 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 no matter what. You got to stay down for you. You got to stay down for this. Connected relationships of love. And knowing that love is the medicine. So the Ace of Wands is the end of this 7-card draw. We'll read from the book, the Ace of Wands, and then we will get some clarifying cards, okay? So the Ace of Wands says, basically, what have you been planning? What is your mind telling you to do? And are you doing this work to see it through? Okay? It says, I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration, utilizing what you know to get what you deserve, what you desire, that karmic balance. And that is really what it is. What you put out is what you will receive. If you are constantly in a space of battling, you will continue to battle. That's why I said the battle is not ours. The battle is not yours. The battle is not to be had. Let's bring that in. I ain't gonna fight no more. I ain't gonna fight no more. I'm gonna go with the flow. Oops. And this soul's journey card spoke out and they said, you gonna know what you know. And the first card out is guilt. It says, I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul's growth. So whatever someone else don't agree with you, okay, does it assist in your soul's growth? If not, let it go. The second card out is death. Dying to those old ways, those old relationships, those things that have been sucking you dry and keeping you in battles of cycles that aren't for you anymore. Learn the lesson and apply the blessing that, hey, this was sent to serve me. This was sent to help me release it, die to that way, and come into this new way of life. And it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Nothing ever dies. Spirit is eternal. That's why we all are hoping to die and go to heaven. But that heavenly place is all about not having bugs fly in my face, okay? So that's what just happened. But either way, we are learning that endings are merely new beginnings. And in that new beginning, there's nobody to blame. This is where we take responsibility for our own well-being. I'm going to ring that in because I just heard, you know, you got to do it. You know, Christ consciousness is within. God is within. God is giving you this opportunity to work out your own salvation. I know we've heard that before. And this card says, I knew what it said because it came out yesterday or the day before. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So in this space, y'all, this is what it's talking about, is that the death process has to happen. We all go through many, many deaths if we are evolving, if we are growing, if we are expanding, if we are moving into living our best life now. We have to die to the old ways. I am not the person that I used to be. I am not the person that I was 5 years ago. I'm not the person that I was 10 years ago. I'm really not the person that I was yesterday, really, because every day I'm expanding, I'm growing, I'm glowing, I'm flowing, and I'm learning the lessons along the way because I'm doing my work. And even doing these daily reads is helping me to really anchor in on what it is I am to be doing. And that is, in fact, living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with nobody. Okay? I am just presenting wisdom, knowledge, intellect, confirmations for my own soul, from my own soul, from the give thanks, from the ascended masters, from our ancestors, from God, from the angels, from universal source energy working in and through me. But I had to do something different. I had to do something different. And when we don't do anything different, we will continue to get the same results. And oftentimes this is what it ends up being. Seeing ourselves bound, seeing ourselves in battles, seeing ourselves going through the cycle of life but never getting where we want to get. We have to begin to see ourselves clearly and begin to honestly see the reflection in those challenges and in those situations that help us to see ourselves more clearly. Okay? So we will go into the Secrets of the Ancestors decks and get a clarification card or two from here. What would they have to say? We're going to get one that just popped out anymore, and another one which popped out yesterday, and another one. Okay, so the one that turned over, first one came out upside down, second one came out face up. So this is where our ego, that sense of protection, that sense of security, that cycle, and that place where we get stuck in the web of survival. Understand, you are meant to survive. You are already abundant. You have everything you need available. When you stay in this ego versus excess, ego keeps you stuck. Ego keeps you in those uncomfortable places. What is it? Comfortable discomforts. Ego. Because it's like, man, I'm better the devil I know than the devil I don't. Shift that energy. We ain't working with the devil energy. We are not working with anything that hinders. As it says, we release anything that holds us back. We release it. We release it and hold nothing else back. And then we begin to explore new opportunities for our life. Sometimes you got to cut things away. Sometimes you got to cut back the tares. The wheat and the tares are growing together, y'all. And when you do, you come into your abundance. This is taking inspired action, as it showed up also in here, doing your work. When you do, you see that, yeah, you can find yourself in a bed of flowers and everything you need is available. So as we move out of the things that keep us stuck and stagnant and begin to cut away those things that no longer serve, we find ourselves taking action to receive that which we desire. So I will read from the book, The first card out is the trickster. Sometimes we feel like, you know, we're being tricked. Sometimes we feel like this ain't what I thought I was going to get. But it is a lesson there. So learn the lesson so that you can cut it away. You can eat what? Take the meat and throw away the bone? But I don't even eat meat. But you know, that concept. Take what you need and leave the rest. We're going to ring that in. Take what you need and leave the rest. Because this is how we begin to fill our cups and also begin to allow others to fill their cups too. And we don't battle. We flow. Okay? If you know, you know. So here it goes. It says, I easily, the trickster right here. It says, I easily release anything that is blocking me. I easily release anything that is blocking me. And the ancestral medicine says this ancestor can represent depression. So when you get in those cycles and getting stuck, sometimes it will lead to depression because you know you need to move. When I move, you move. Just like that. Okay? So you got to move. So it says this ancestor can represent depression. If you want something different, you need to do something different. Look beyond your vices. If you need help, get it. Call on somebody to come and help you knock down them weeds, okay? Remove the tares. Call on your highest self. Call on God if you want to. Call on whoever is there to help you. But really, it starts and ends with you. Nobody can do it for you. This life on earth is an action work as we came into inspired action. But we will move into this number 33. And I was seeing that as the Jesus energy, I guess. But you know, if you know, you know. If not, disregard, okay? Because it is time to explore new ideas. What is and who is Jesus? I don't even know where that came from, but this is number 33. I guess that's where it came from. The master number 33. This is our ascended masters. This is exploring yourself to become the master of your life, okay? And it says, the root of air. I am willing and open to learn and grow. What we say? We learning to grow, glow, and flow. And sometimes you got to chop some things down. You want somebody by your side who gonna fight that type of fight, helping you to see the truth of who you are amidst the tears, okay? So it says, the root of air, the root of air is a plant spirit of the vegetable okra, also known as okra, for the Akan of Ghana. Okra is also known. Okra is also known as Absam, a deity, aligned with the soul. Our soul, y'all. Soul is fighting for us. You know, like I said, call on your own soul, right? Ka means soul. So this is okra. Okra is your higher self, basically. The energy of the okra plant spirit is slippery because, like I said, some of us are going between worlds and finding this identity crisis, finding themselves dysregulated because it's like, what am I really to believe? I hear one thing, I'm doing one thing, I see one thing. Alignment is key here. It says this, okay, the energy of the okra plant is plant spirit is slippery. This makes it a yummy dish and perfect for spiritual cleansing and slipping away from undesirable situations. But this slipperiness is still not a desired trait for humans. This is where we grow, glow, and flow. You got to know when to bob, when to weave, and when to let it go. Because we're not fighting no more, okay? The battle is not ours. The battle is to show up. Ooh. The battle is to show up. to show up unapologetically in a space of love, to begin to allow that light of love to lead your way. And it says, again, for the affirmation, I am willing and open to learn and grow. And your soul is here to guide you. And so am I, as a soul guide. But you have to take inspired action. This is the root of earth. This is why we're here, as I spoke before. This is why we're here on earth, to learn to evolve, to understand ourselves, to connect with universal consciousness in a way that we can create something else. So if you find yourself in a space of battling, create something else. Get inspired. Utilize your gifts, your talents, your love to shift you into a new frequency where you don't have to battle. There's enough for us all, and we get to choose it. And so does the person next to you, okay? It says, good news follows me. Good news follows me. This is the good news. Oh, Lord. And I'm reminded of back in the day, there was a Bible called the Good News Bible. But, I'm just saying. So, the root of air, the root of earth is focused and loyal with a sense of humor. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. No matter what, this ancestral energy remains unbroken. Unbroken. To honor this energy, stop sitting on your ideas. Take the next step. Hey now, welcome in. Take the next step. Do the things that you are supposed to do. Show up for you in ways that you never knew you could. Hence, I'm showing up here every day. Never knew, never thought. I'm doing well. Never knew I could show up like this. But here I am, and it feels good to feel good. And this is the energy that I'm sending into this wave, that you get to feel good. When you battle, when you're in competition, when you're in comparison, when you're feeling like there's never enough, when you're working in that ego energy of survival, it is a fight there. So we have to move into excess and access our greatest gifts, our greatest abilities. It is all within you. And I love you too. Love lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. This is the frequency of love. This is the vibration that we're working with. And I thank you all for being here. The last thing we're going to tap into is our chakra energy, okay? This is where we begin to align to our highest frequency. This is where we begin to take our seat on our throne and begin to allow everything to come in and right everything that was wrong, okay? Ashe. This is a divine channel. This is a divine inspiration. This is a divine work. And this is where it begins. In you, through you, and it will be reflected all around you. As we tap into the chakra energy, the first cards, we got 4 cards, y'all. We got 5 cards, and we're going to go into 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 cards. The first one out is your soul awakening or spiritual awakening, number 29. If you have not yet began to, if you're on my podcast, if you're on my YouTube, if you're on my TikTok, you are in this energy of spiritually awakening, and you have to do your work. No one can do it for you. I can come on here, inspire you, speak truth, and be a messenger, but it is up to you to find your I am and see it up to your I know. And that is where the spiritual awakening begins to flow. So this is again number 29, and it says, I embody my ancient wisdom, and I am open to the divine spirit within. We give thanks for that. I embody my ancient wisdom, and I am open to the divine spirit within. Tap in, y'all, and begin to communicate in this telepathic way with all that is available. This is where I was talking about that Christ consciousness or universal consciousness and oneness, where we all are in this vibration of. This is the heaven, y'all, or the hell, whichever you want to tap into. It's right here. And your spirit is eternal. We are all in this channeling energy, channeling experiences, and we are choosing to not battle. We are connecting in wholeness, in love, in divine essence, and knowing that this divine energy flows in us and through us always, okay? It is number 21. Number 21 says, communication. I find myself to be a divine messenger, only sent here to speak a message. You know, if it lands, it lands. If it doesn't, that's okay too. Okay? So communication. I communicate in all ways with ease and grace. I communicate in all ways with ease and grace. And that's where spirit shows up for us, right? Spirit shows up for us in ease and flow, like I said. So we're going to ring that in because we already know. All right. The next card out is nurturing. Nurturing your mind, body, and soul. Nurturing your mind, body, and soul. Taking care of you first. And knowing that when you take care of you, you don't have to battle anybody else because you're good. You know that you are doing what you need to do to survive or to thrive. Which is it? Are you just surviving or are you thriving? And are you nurturing? As the end of my Align framework says, we nurture the life that we want to live. And I love this. It takes courage to step out. It takes courage to step out on faith. It takes courage to show up in spaces that you never would have thought you would show up. It takes courage to begin to show up in your relationships, in your job, in your friendships, in ways that you may have not shown up before. But you have to nurture you. And it says, I am nurturing myself in all aspects of life. And I am open to receive this powerful, loving energy now and always. This is where this reading started with the lovers, right? This is that energy. Your divine masculine and feminine energy being that communication of what it is that is for you and helping you to come into this spiritual awakening, to know that you are the answer, you are the key, you are the master of your own reality, but you have to nurture it. And in that space, become that one with this universal light, right? This is the light and the darkness, the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, if you want to say. But the lessons and the blessings is what I would say. We have to tap into this universal light energy. Some people call it God. Some people call it somebody else. Some people call it their higher self. Some people call it, you know, universal source energy. But this universal light is what we all have within us. We have it, and we have to work through it to begin to allow it to bring us to this Queen of Wands energy, shining our light so that others may also find their light, okay? This is number 34. 34. And it says, I am a divine channel of universal light. I am a divine channel of universal light. And that's what I did say before as well, that I channel universal source energy. I channel universal light and love to help me, first and foremost, keep my cup full so that I also can inspire and hopefully confirm with others that you can do it too. We are all universal light. We have darkness that comes in to teach us to tap in. to go within so we don't do without, so that we can learn lessons and get blessings. But it is all for our good. Nothing is ever happening to us. It's always happening for us. Even when we find ourselves in this trickster energy, it may seem like it's coming against you, and you may feel like you have to fight. But what if you decide to just flow with it? Just flow with it. And if that means let it go and let them, that's good. It works, right? So this is being the channel of universal light energy. We are all that channel, and we can tap into it at any time. This is where we have to go within so we don't do without. And utilizing our own divine creativity to begin to create the world that you want to be in. And the life that you want to live, right? You create it through this cosmos of energy. Creativity, number 10. And it's reminding me that endings are merely new beginnings. 10. Endings are merely new beginnings. And it says, the creative energy of the universe flows through every cell of my being. Y'all, I ain't making this up. I ain't making it up. Y'all heard it come out of my mouth, and then it confirmed itself. We are all in this together. We are all in this flow of love, of light, if you so choose. What do you choose? Choose ye this day. What you want to do? Do you want to play? Do you want to take that main character position of your life and begin to see it and expand on it with others as you begin to keep your cup full, and also partner with those who also are filling their own cup, and know that we can work in this accelerated harmony to see things change? In a blinking of an eye, it will all be changed. So, until next time, we are not battling anymore. I'm not fighting no more. I'm flowing, okay? And if you want to continue in this flow, meet me here tomorrow as I'm showing up every day for 365 days. We are on day number 114. 114 days, y'all, and this is getting easier and easier and easier to do. And I can honestly say I did not have a clue what I would be doing when I would come on here, but this is the gift. This is the message. This is who I am. This is my little girl getting to be expressed and seen and heard. This is medicine to my soul. This is the messenger oracle speaking out as the channel of the Most High in me, receiving a message and also offering a message. Take the meat, throw away the bone, whatever you want to do. If you're a vegetarian, you know, find that protein, okay? Find that thing that soothes your soul and ride it out. So I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim, here again for a day of tapping into universal energy and speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. So until next time, you can find me on YouTube, Circle of Sistars Tabletop Podcast, where I'm posting all of these lives, and I'm also posting here and there other events, other teachings and workshops that I've been doing. And speaking of, I'm hosting workshops. We have a silence, stillness, and harmony retreat coming out in what is it called? Palos Verdes, California, for June the 22nd through the 23rd. No, 21st through the 20th through the 23rd in California. That is the next retreat. If you are being inspired by anything that I'm speaking about, if you would love to meet me in person, you can check out the link on my Soul Sync Vibes, Soul, S-O-U-L, Sync, S-Y-N-K, V-I-B-S, Soul Sync Vibes, .com. And go to the events page. You can also find everything else that I'm doing to offer my services to humanity as I show up unapologetically, doing what I love to do, inspiring millions, speaking the truth of my aligned framework, living it out loud, anchoring into who I am, liberating myself from who I'm not, teaching, illuminating the things that I want to do, nourishing my soul, generating the outcomes that I want, and nourishing my best life now, and teaching others how to do the same through their own soul path archetypes, through their cosmic blueprint, or their lifestyle design blueprint. So check me out, come into the space, and yeah, meet me back here tomorrow, because I'll be here. Don't know what time, but I will be going live. So until next time, sending you all peace and love.